and welcome to Inklings with Irena, the weekly energy show connecting you to your intuitive guidance system. And today, how to listen to your intuition, or how to speak the language of intuition, or how do I really know it's intuition? I went back and forth with all sorts of ways to title this or present it to you. My wonderful students and clients, this is the number one top thing that they are interested in learning more about. So let me know in the comments below. Drop me a little smiley face if intuition is something that you're looking to learn more about and develop, because I do have a very special 3-step recipe that I'm going to share with you today that I share with my students and clients, all about how to discern whether or not it's intuition or you're just making it up. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Irena Miller. I'm an intuitive energy guide and an energy alchemist. I love teaching others how to speak the language of intuition. And for the last 20 plus years, I have been studying sacred methods and techniques and learning how to work with sacred tools to create very unique energy recipes to help you speak the language of intuition, because everyone is different. We each have our own intuitive gifts that we naturally come by. And let me know again in the comments below if you know your intuitive gifts. Are you clear seeing, clairvoyant, clear knowing, clear cognizant, clear audient, clear hearing, or even clear sentient, clear feeling? Because when we have a very unique way that we interpret intuitive data, and you know how you interpret it, all of a sudden the world changes. Because many of my clients, my energy alchemist students, have realized they've had intuitive gifts all along. They just didn't realize the rest of the world didn't see words and colors, or they didn't get the goosebumps when talking with other people to know it was truth, or to just get that little inkling or feeling, I need to call so-and-so. And sure enough, right at that moment, they say, I was thinking about you. So there are different ways that we speak the language of intuition. So first, let's just back up and try to figure out, how do I even know if it's intuition? Well, I created this very special recipe. I call it Ask, and it's how to discern whether or not it really is intuition, or am I making it up? Is this really guidance? Is it all in my head? So for Ask, the first part of the formula is awareness. When you are looking to develop your intuition muscle, because it really is like a workout, it's a practice. If you've learned any instrument or a particular art form, or heck, even doing math, your times tables, it's about practice. Yes, some people are innately born, they come out of the womb with certain gifts, but even if they don't hone and practice and develop those gifts, the most amazing ingenue and what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm trying to think of it. But anyway, it'll probably come to me later. But even if you are naturally gifted, if you don't take time to practice it and develop it, someone who doesn't have the gift naturally and they practice, they'll far outrun you. So when you are practicing this little energy recipe, the first part of it is awareness. I'm so excited. There's so much I want to share. But awareness is saying, okay, I'm going to start paying attention to the symbols, the signs, the patterns that pop up all around me day in, day out. You might notice you always see things like 11:11 or 2:22, or you're always waking up around 3:30 or 3:33 in the morning. Let me know in the comments below if you see numbers repeating themselves. And then you start to be aware, well, what am I thinking when these patterns pop up? So for example, when butterflies pop up, I've usually just been thinking about my mom. And it's not that the butterfly is my mom reincarnated, but my mom's energy is near me, catching my attention, pointing out the butterfly. So I know that she's there. Or maybe I find dimes from heaven, or license plates. I love license plates and bumper stickers. It's a fantastic way that I communicate with my guides and angels, what I call my friends in high places. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten confirmation and validation just from a bumper sticker. It's silly, but it works. And that's the other part of the formula, which is the S. Share and recognize these patterns. It could be simply to yourself saying, wow, there's that butterfly, and I was just thinking of mom, like, hi mom, I usually say. Or I might have a song pop into my head and it reminds me of a friend, and I call them up and they say, oh, I was just thinking of you. And you just share out loud, wow, well, I was thinking of you too. This song popped up and it made me feel like I just needed to call you. By sharing it with others, trusted confidants or even just yourself, you are validating the experience. It's like how they say goals. If you write your goals down, you're much more likely to attain them than if you just keep some random list in your head. If you speak out loud the patterns you're seeing, you're more than likely to start to see the patterns and start to draw the connections to the meaning. And then the final part of the formula, the K, is keep connected to gratitude. This is a big piece of it because it takes a lot of the weight off your shoulders. Am I doing this right? Is this real? Because in the beginning, it's going to feel like your imagination. Like, all right, sure, butterfly, mom, whatever. But then next thing you know, you're talking with a friend and you realize, wow, it's maybe the anniversary of their passing. Or you realize, oh, there was a piece of music that was important for you to play. I think of that because my mom was a musician and she's been coming through a lot with the piano lately. She's mad at me because I haven't been keeping up with piano lessons with my daughter. I teach her. So another lifetime I used to teach piano. So I learned from my mom. So there are little things like that, messages that our loved ones or our spirit guides or our angels get through from the other side, and we just take a moment to be aware what's popping up. Then we share it with others, as I'm sharing with you, and we just offer gratitude. Thanks for the message, angels. I really appreciate it. Because heck, even if it's not real at this point in time, what do you have to lose? When you are developing your intuition, you start small. You start with little things like, is it in my highest and best interest to go to the grocery store today or Tuesday? And you just put that out to your angels and you pay attention to the symbols and patterns. Then maybe a commercial comes on the TV for a Taco Tuesday special. And you think, oh, okay, well, maybe it's Tuesday. I'll wait till Tuesday. I won't go today. And then you go on Tuesday and you bump into a long lost friend who says, I've been trying to get in touch with you. I just couldn't find your contact information. How crazy that I ran into you in the grocery store. I never see you here. And you're like, yeah, well, I have goosebumps thinking about it. It's like I don't usually come to the grocery store on Tuesday, but something told me to, right? So then you're sharing that recognition. And then you just offer gratitude up. Thanks, angels, for giving me the heads up. Now I have this reconnection with an old friend. So simple as that. Ask awareness, share what you discover, and keep connected to gratitude and just offer things. And it is so much fun because when you develop this skill of intuition, when you strengthen that muscle, a whole new world of opportunity opens up to you. It saves heartache and frustration of always feeling like, oh, why do I always miss the boat? You start to win things. You start to show up in the right place at the right time. Life becomes a little easier in its unfoldment. So if you are looking to develop your intuition, then definitely click the link around this video. I've got so many goodies to share with you. And if this has helped you, please do share it with a friend and make sure you like and subscribe, follow, so that you always get these latest little intuitive messages, Inklings. I love to give you and share with you the gifts that I am sharing with my clients and students. And so let me see what's happening here. Lots of comments. Diane, good morning. So great to have you. And Donna, good morning. You made it. And Donna, yes, 1111. I love when that pops up, right? So in the beginning, yes, what does that mean? That's the next layer and level when we get into numerology. And my Energy Alchemist students, we do study numerology. And Catherine, you said, yes, you see the same numbers all the time. Isn't that amazing? And how cool would it be to start to understand, what do they mean? How does this show up for me? What do they represent? Yes, there are standard definitions, but I encourage all of my students to develop their own definition. And Diane, you said waking up at 3:33 and seeing 777. I love it. And Donna, let's see. Donna, you get songs. I love songs when the angels speak in songs because music is the language of the universe. So if you really want to raise your vibration and connect to the language of intuition, music is a key piece of it. Maybe that's why it's coming through so much. My mom's like, get up there and practice your piano, Irena. And Pam, you keep seeing 25. How cool is that? So the two, again, numerology, like if you think about it from the tarot perspective, 2 is a choice, a decision. 5 is your mind, it's your thoughts, and it's some kind of transitionary point. You are kind of like, it's like, reminds me of like hump day, that Wednesday part where you're just going to go over the hill. So Pam, you might have an option coming up for you, a choice you need to make in, do I go forward or do I go backwards? And if you think about it from, let's say, the journey of the Fool in the tarot deck, they get to a point where they're like, I may want to go back and make sure I have a stronger foundation in that 4 energy, because if I go forward, what I'm building might not feel as steady. So sometimes we might want to take a step back, or sometimes we say, I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to trust my feelings and intuition. So the numerology of astrology comes in. 2 is the moon and emotions. And oh my gosh, I could go on. So Donna, yes, you like to say thank you. I love that. Oh, and you're so welcome, Donna. Hello, Holly. Glad you could make it. So if this has been a fun conversation for you, definitely let's continue it. Click on the link around the video. Share this with your friends. There's so many exciting things out there in this world that we can't even dream of yet because it's invisible. But my joy is making the invisible world visible, so that it opens up a whole new pathway of play and opportunity for you. Okay, have an incredible day, and I'll catch you all later. Mwah! Lots of love, guys. Bye.